Hey everybody. Haven't done this in a while, but today I'm filming all on my own. And we're going to make this sort of really simple biker wallet, trucker wallet, whatever you want to call it. Um, this pattern is available as part of Weaver's 12 Days of Giveaways, so you can head to the first link in the description, download it for free, and make your own. I'm going to be using some of Weaver's Canyon Rose leather. This is a really beautiful hot stuff leather. I have it in about 5 ounces here. Now the pattern's pretty simple. It's just 2 pieces. On the front here, you can see I have our pocket in 2 locations, and I put this on the pattern because you can choose whether you want it on the front, on the back, or both, or none at all. If you're going to do it on the back, what I would suggest is cutting out this piece so that once you're tracing, you can just trace the pocket location. You know, you wouldn't want to trace the top, but you can trace these 3 sides here. On the front, we'll just mark where the pocket lands to center, and then we'll just stick our pocket there before we sew it. So I'm going to get to tracing this out, cutting it out, and then we'll get to constructing it. So we have our 2 pieces cut out. You can see on our pattern here, we have these sort of these rounded corners that will eventually be the bottom of our wallet. I haven't cut those out yet because what I'm going to do is, and you've seen me do this a few times before, anytime I have like a hard angle like this, I like to take my hole punch and punch right at the tip here. And that's going to be just assurance that over time we don't have this little corner ripping. So I'm going to punch there, and then I'm also going to punch the holes for my snaps, which are going to be on the flap here, and then they're going to be on the body as well. And then we'll go ahead and set those snaps with our little Wonder Press, and then we'll get to assembly. So once we have our snaps installed, the last thing we have to do before we stitch this front pocket in is mark where the front pocket goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pattern here and I'm just going to line this up, and I'm just going to use the top marks here to mark exactly where I want this to line up. And then we're going to use our basting tape on the back side of the pocket itself to stick this down. Basting tape's a little bit less permanent, so that if we need to pick it up and move it, we can before we stitch it all together. And now remember, if you want, you can also put this pocket on the back side of the wallet, or you can add a second pocket. I'm just going to go with the single pocket on the front for this version. There we go. And once we have this stuck in, we're just going to sew this pocket in. So once that's all done, we just have to glue up the sides, stick it together, and then we can do the final 2 stitch lines. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over, and I'm just going to make a mark so I know where to glue to on both sides. And we want to make sure that our seams are even, this curve lines up. There we go. Now I'm just going to glue these up. Once we have this sewn up, we're pretty much done. So you can kind of see we have our pocket there, nice big bill slot, and if you want, like I said, I didn't do one, but you could put another pocket on the back as well. You have a nice simple sort of moto style biker wallet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my edge beveler. This is a size 0 edge beveler, and I'm just going to knock these edges off. I'm going to do a quick burnish, and then we will go over the final piece. Here we go. Here's our finished wallet. You can see it's nice and compact. This is one of those designs that's a lot of bang for your buck. It's not a lot of materials, but it gives you a pretty formidable piece that holds a bunch of stuff. So we open it up. You see we got our 2 snaps, and then I just have a couple of cards in the card slot here. Now when you put this together, you'll notice that the card slot is a little bit bigger than the average card slot. I did that because if you're only going to put 1 card slot in here, you're probably going to put more than 1 card in it. So it's bigger just to give you a little added room to kind of stuff in maybe 4 or 5 cards over time. And then we have a nice big bill slot. I happen to have a bunch of 1s for some reason, but I mean, this holds, you know, tons of bills. You could put a phone in here too. Holds a bunch of stuff. And so that's going to be about it. Remember, you can get this free pattern at the first link in the description, thanks to our sponsor, Weaver Leather. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.